That's the best part about it. So we're gonna call the first one is Dylan Abin, and the company is 3RD1. Third eye. Okay, there you go. Enjoy. You have a mic.
Hi, my name is Dylan Abin. I'm the CEO and founder of Third Eye. Third Eye was actually founded here in Miami. During my freshman year at the University of Miami, I was at my first fraternity venue, and one of my good friends came up to me very distraught. She said, "You would never guess what just happened." I said, "What happened?" She goes, "The Uber I was just in locked the car, and he wouldn't let me out until I kissed him out on the lips." I said, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, but don't worry about it. Stuff like that happens all the time." I said, "What do you mean it happens all the time?" She said, "Oh, it's fine." But unfortunately, she was right. It does happen all the time. And I looked into the stats a little bit more, and I was able to find that in under a 2-year period, there was over 10,000 reported sexual assaults between Ubers and Lyfts, as well as we did our own University of Miami case study, which revealed close to 80% of people felt unsafe in Ubers and Lyfts, and close to 70% had an unacceptable encounter or incident in an Uber and Lyft. And by the way, over 90% of the student population takes 3 or more Ubers or Lyfts a month, with the only solution being to stay on the phone with me situations where I'm sure many of you have said, stay on the phone with me to make sure you're safe. These are not safety tools. These are connectivity tools where we're using FaceTimes and phone calls as safety tools. But with the Third Eye app, we created a social safety app focused on ride sharing where you could stream live video, audio, and location to friends and family of your choice. And we partnered with Newly to create the first ever discrete emergency system. Just forget that. Don't just forget.
We reset the clock. Let's give this man a fair chance. Reset, project, you got this. Or take this mic and stand over here.
Yeah. All right, we'll restart this. Hello everyone, my name is Dylan Abin. I'm the CEO and founder of Third Eye, a social safety app focused on making ride sharing safer. Third Eye was founded here in Miami. During my freshman year at the University of Miami, I was at my first fraternity venue, and my good friend came up to me and she said, "You would never guess what just happened." I said, "What happened?" She goes, "I was in the Uber and he locked the doors and he wouldn't let me out until I kissed him on the lips." I said, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, but stuff like that happens all the time." And unfortunately, she was right. It does happen all the time. And I looked into the stats a little bit more, and I revealed that over 10,000 reported sexual assaults happen in Ubers and Lyfts in under a 2-year period. And from our own case study, we found that over 80% of students feel unsafe in Ubers and Lyfts, and close to 70% actually had an uncomfortable encounter or experienced an incident, as well as 90% of the student population takes 3 or more Ubers or Lyfts a week. And we also found that and so we created the Third Eye app. With the Third Eye app, you can stream live video, audio, location, and destination to friends and family of your choice. We partnered with Newlight to create the first ever discrete emergency system, where at the touch of an in-app SOS button, dispatchers receive your live video, audio, and location so they can see and hear everything that's going on. And we're using AI currently to summarize recorded streams. The market's absolutely massive. 1.7 billion people use ride sharing worldwide, 94 million in the US, and we believe we'll be able to get 40 million of that, giving a $4.8 billion opportunity. We've done amazing traction with over 3 rideshare companies currently committed to using our product, as well as a conversation with the largest rideshare company in the world in the upcoming weeks. Multiple interest from multiple universities, insurance companies, and even the top US wireless carrier. We actually just closed our first deal yesterday doing 25,000 in MRR. We closed our pre-seed round of 250,000, and we won the U Miami eStar Award of $100,000. How we partner with companies is we go B2B to C, where we partner with a company, create them their custom code, which increases their brand loyalty, brand recognition, and most ultimately helps their users stay safe. But we also do profit sharing on this to increase their revenue as well, so they're able to receive additional revenues and profits from the subscriptions with their code. We would love for you to join us on our ride of creating a safer and more connected world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, excellent. Judges, do you have a mic over there or not? Yeah. Yes. Okay, you can share the mics. There you go. Here, I'll give you one in my zone. Okay, cool. You take one fast.
Cool. I mean, since you passed me, I guess I'll go first. So, be the B2B2C model, and I'm assuming that the customer has to opt in, and then they're getting paid. You're getting paid on how many people are using the product, thrown into the second business offering it.
Definitely. We most recently partnered with the second largest followed rideshare company on social media, and we estimated 600,000 MRR buying generating 300,000 profits for us, and over 100,000 profits for them.
And how many people have you seen look to opt in?
For that, they'll be handling all the marketing. So we base our metrics based off their social media following, as well as their current downloads. And they're a very safe rideshare company. So they have about 400,000 downloads, and those are all people willing to pay a premium to say safe actions.
And recently I noticed that, Uber, they just launched something called an Uber team, so that, the parents can monitor, their teenager getting into the car, or, not like me, going to the event very late at night. When I get on the Uber, I take the picture of the license plate and send it to my husband or my partners. How do you compete with like free, offering right now?
So we're total transfer. We're total safety. So from the moment you board your ride, you're standing outside that bar at the late night to while we're in the ride. Also, when you exit the car, all the way up until Pure College Street, walking all the way on campus, all the way up until your Zard.
But I think the question here is, what happens if Uber just turn on that feature? Will they completely kill what you're offering?
There's actually over 25 different rideshare companies which will go out here in the middle of towers. So our value prop is not just to Uber Lyft, even though we may be having a conversation with one of them soon, but to those other 23 different rideshare companies looking to compete at the bike.
Let's say so you're partnering with a rideshare company. Does the app have to be open while the rider is riding, or is this sort of passive monitoring? Does AI sort of play in maybe of detecting like audio of stress or something like that?
Definitely. So that was our biggest concern. It's everyone was saying, how do you find an app I'm sure everyone has tens if not hundreds of apps in their phone. So we implemented movement detection notifications. So in as little as 2 taps from your lock screen, you're able to go live. So we have walking detection and driving detection, where it sets if you're in a vehicle, if you're going about 12 miles an hour, and walking is about 3 miles an hour. And then we have a system called squads, which is like group chats. So you're able to go live to one squad and the squads.
Does the user, I'm just trying to match if I was using this and if like I'd maybe taking Uber at night, and maybe that's when there's more danger and it's, connected with my mom. She's maybe going to be asleep or not opening it. Like, is there sort of a gap there? There has to be someone on the other end to sort of be monitoring, or it's almost like your stream falls on deaf ears.
Yeah, that's exactly why we partnered with Moonlight, which is
I was going to ask, like, what is this Moonlight, a competitor?
Yeah. So Moonlight's owned by Alarms.com, which is a $3 billion publicly traded company, and we created the first ever discrete emergency dispatch system with video and audio. So these close encounter situations, I don't know if you saw, but the girl went viral because she thought she was going to human traffic in the Lyft when the Lyft took her to the airport. So she didn't want to call 911 because she thought it would make the driver more aggressive. So with our system, everything's silent. They'll have to call 911. So in those situations where it's not an immediate emergency, all you do is you press a button. Dispatchers could see and hear everything that's going on, and they also text you, so you're able to communicate over text. And we're also worked with Apple to get the hardest impediments to allow us to stream live video and audio and record while you use the app and full time.
I'm pausing it. So yeah, you go move it.
And how defensible is the app that you're building? Can me and you group together and we build that app tomorrow?
No, some of the hardest features would be setting up that discrete emergency system, as well as getting those entitlements from Apple, which for us, I booked them every day and it took 7 months at the minimum, as well as working with over 50 University of Miami students to create the ultimate experience and make training three rideshare vehicles to make sure we hit every card in the national.
And how much is it per month for the consumer?
So it ranges from $6 to $48. And these features are based on streaming, so 100 minutes to 1,000 minutes a month. And our AI features can come at the $13.99 month subscription, as well as we have a trim feature where you could actually share your read as well, which is also on the $13.99 subscription.
Yeah.
Because legends.
Is there any legal concerns with sort of recording without consent?
Yes, that's a great question. I was on YouTube for about 3 weeks now, trying to figure it out. But it's very simple. So what I did is I converted it to Snapchat, and I simply, when you take a Snapchat, when you save it, respectively recording this. So I looked at there's legal documentation, and as long as you give the user the option to record or not record, then that's fine.
Thank you. Awesome. Then the best thing.
Give it up. All right, then Dylan, I met you before, right?
Yeah.
You were standing outside a convention show and you pitched me, right?
Yeah.
You'll see an official picture. Now, thank you for the great questions. I have one question. Why did you, because I screwed the name up. It is Third Eye. I called it 3RD/I. Why did you name it in that way? Because we're us dyslexic. For us dyslexics, why did you name it that?
It's not hard to pick. So we wanted something catchy under 5 letters, and we blink like Third Eye, like the Google Eye Wash.
How many people here are dyslexic? How many? 5. You know, 8 of the 12 sharks are dyslexic. You know, 42% of entrepreneurs are dyslexic. 7 presidents were dyslexic, and Einstein was dyslexic. 20% of the entire planet is dyslexic. So who else wants to admit? Dyslexic. All right. So thank you, Dylan. By the way, you're very hard to. Okay, let's just do front of it. And really.